Yo, what's going on, guys? Sinister Skater here, and welcome to First Try Fridays, episode number 5 for Call of Duty World War II. For those of you new to this channel, this is a series I do every single Friday where you guys leave your customized World War II class down below in the comments. You can be as creative or as basic with this class as you want. You can pick my guns, my attachments, my camos, my basic trainings, my score streaks, my controller settings, change my sensitivity, pick my game mode, give me a challenge to do, you know, grenades only, melee only, give me a commentary topic, whatever you want. You leave it all bundled down below in the comments. Then I go in and pick one of those classes at random and use it in my very first game of World War II for the day, and then we upload and commentate to that gameplay no matter what. I can go 44-1, we can go 0-103. You guys get to see the raw uncut gameplay no matter what. It's pretty fun, interactive series to do. So for week number 5, we had 3 class suggestions. So make sure you guys are leaving those classes down below in the comments right now. You can simply copy and paste from last week, make a new one, do what you gotta do. But this week, the class was suggested by Jeremy Sikries. I probably butchered that. Let me know how you pronounce that. But his class consisted of the GPMG LMG, which is a DLC weapon, with the attachments Quick Draw and Grip. We are using the Airborne Division and the P08 secondary. I added extended mags to the P08 as an attachment. We have the Lookout Basic Training, which allows me to see enemy name tags farther out in the distance. And finally, we have a Mark V gas grenade to round out the class. And the score streaks I'm using in this gameplay are the UAV care package and the emergency airdrop. I felt like going very care package oriented in this gameplay. And we played some Hardpoint on what is new for me because I'm on Xbox. The Resistance DLC came out in the recent weeks. So we're playing on the new map Occupation, which is a remake of Modern Warfare 3's Resistance. And I must say, after playing on this map again, you know, I never really appreciated Resistance back in the day when it was remade in Infinite Warfare. I'm like, damn, this is a pretty good map. And playing it again for the very first, this is my very first Resistance DLC map gameplay, by the way, too. So a little special for Try Fridays. But the first time playing Occupation in World War II, and I like this map a lot. It is just a very well structured map. And I think it works in like every single type of Call of Duty game, jetpacks, boot out the ground, whatever. But yeah, the gameplay wise, I finally got my new controller. If you guys tuned into my last First Try Fridays when we did it live, I got a new controller, so we had no issues trying to move around the map this time, and we turned up and went 39-3 overall with 52 seconds on the hardpoint, and we won the game mode. I was making sure we had the hardpoint captured at all times. I was just, you know, kind of standing in and out of it and picking people off. Got my emergency airdrop twice in this game mode. We, you know, new controller, just we turned up with it and had a pretty nice gameplay overall. So hopefully you enjoy that, Jeremy, and the rest of you viewing this video. And again, if you guys haven't already, be sure to leave a class down below for next week's First Try Fridays, because I do pick from the most recent First Try Fridays episode. Again, copy paste, make a new class, do whatever you want to do. You know, super complex, you just select the gun for me to use, do whatever, and leave that in the comments. So I think that wraps up the gameplay. I don't think there's anything else to say except that I turned up pretty well. 39-3 is a pretty good first game. Let's say my first Call of Duty game of the week, to be honest. This is as I mentioned in my video yesterday, I've had midterms this whole week, and I've had like 2 papers and 2 exams to study for and work and all this other stuff. I got a pack to go home for spring break and all that. It's been a busy week, so first time playing really sitting down and playing video games this week and playing Call of Duty for sure. So I'm pretty proud of that gameplay. So that's enough for this gameplay. Let's get into the juicy meat of this week's topic, which title may have interested you guys. This week we're going to talk about supply drops and the loot pool, because it's been discovered on Thursday that some weapon variants in World War II are only available in common supply drops. Yes, you heard that right. Only available in common supply drops. You can't get them in rare supply drops or event supply drops or bribes or anything like that. It's only available in common supply drops. And this was brought to light by Reddit user potent_delusions. And this quote comes straight from the Activision support site where he discovered this. And in this site, it's talking about, I think, supply drops and how rare supply drops work, what you can do for DLC, things like that. And under the supply drop section, there's this paragraph that says, quote, "We've also included a handful of highly sought after weapon variants that are only found in common supply drops, giving you a better chance of earning these fan favorites," unquote. So again, right there you heard yourself. Weapon variants, certain ones are only available in common supply drops. What they're saying, it's interesting. So you can go ahead and buy all the rare supply drops if you want, if you spend thousands of dollars on this game somehow, and you'll never be able to get some of these variants. Now, the variants that are locked behind common supply drops, we don't have an official list so far. Again, this is very, very new news. So the speculative list right now that's locked behind common supply drops are all of the Bar assault rifle variants, the Luftwaffe drilling variants, the Lewis variants, the combat shotgun variants, the P08 pistol variants, which I definitely believe those are locked behind, the Car 98 variants, and the Bren. Although there are some people in the comments of the post saying that they are getting some of the Bren variants from rare supply drops. But that list makes total sense to me. I've been chasing the P08 variant, and specifically, it's a heroic variant of it. It's a red and black camo, and I'm like, wow, I really want this. And I've never gotten a P08 variant in general. I've opened up a bunch of rare supply drops. I have at least like one rare or one variant of like all the other non-listed guns on this list right here. But I went back and checked. I have 0 Bren items, 0 Lewis items, disregarding the social score variants, 0 Bar variants, disregarding the social score variant as well. I have like 1, maybe 2 of the Car and combat shotgun variants. And besides that, you know, this list seems pretty accurate, which is very, very interesting. And after reviewing all my variants, I want to add the M1911 pistol to that list as well, because I don't have any M1911 variant in my inventory, which is interesting. So with that said, there's speculation over if this system has been in the game since launch or if it was recently added silently to the game. Some have saying they've gotten the Dude Up 2 variant, which is the Bar variant, the heroic variant of that, out of rares, just like some of the Bren earlier in like the game life cycle, which implies that this was recently stealth added to the game. But again, people's memories in Call of Duty suck, and people just like to complain about a lot of stuff and, you know, draw instant conclusions even though they don't really have the evidence for it, so you never know really about that stuff. Just stating facts here. But if that is the case, and they did recently add this system in without saying anything explicitly, that does give some people warrant to be angry, although they do have official documentation of the current policy deep buried within the Activision support website. But yeah, if they just added this and never really said anything about that, it's kind of sketchy, Activision and Sledgehammer. You know, people are making the argument that if they spend so much money in this game on supply drops and never knew that you can't get all the variants, they wouldn't have spent the money in the first place, and it's unethical and makes them angry, which that is a valid point, but I'm gonna guarantee 90% of the people complaining, saying that don't even ever buy supply drops, buy that many supply drops, or let alone play the game in general. They're just haters and like to complain about stuff. Been in this Call of Duty community enough to know how some things work here. On the other hand, this system does encourage you to play the game more and not spend money. It gives people who do play the game legitly and play the game a lot, it gives them something to chase after, which is kind of... I've been thinking about World War II lately in comparison to other Call of Duties. I've been thinking about making a video on it, and it does seem that there's like lack of things to chase after in this game. Again, this is another topic, but just in general, so like having the common supply drop rare variants to chase after kind of adds that to the game. But you know, either way, I didn't know about this system. I'm sure many others haven't as well. So Activision and Sledgehammer probably never mentioned this before, because I would have known. And other people would have known, and they probably never really explicitly mentioned this because they know the reaction they'll get, even though it's not that bad of a system. But yeah, interesting stuff being uncovered. So let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comments. Again, the variants, let me know if you have any of these variants: the Bar Assault Rifle, M30 Luftwaffe Drilling, Lewis LMG, Combat Shotgun, P08 Sniper, Car 98 Sniper, and the Bren LMG, as well as the M1911 pistol. If you guys have an abundant amount of any of those variants, let me know down below in the comments. We can kind of contribute to this discovery that everyone's kind of working together to draw some conclusions to. But yeah, again, let me know what you guys think. I gave you my thoughts, and that's gonna wrap up this First Try Fridays. Before you leave or click off this video, again, be sure that you leave your comment down below for next week's First Try Fridays, and I'll greatly appreciate that. Alright, that'll be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to demonstrate that by tapping that thumbs up button and or dropping a comment down below. And if you really liked what you saw today, consider subscribing if you are not already, and turn on notifications for this channel by hitting the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my uploads. My social media and more is linked in the description. And with that, my name is Cinder Skater. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.